Everything starts from there. So for me, the opening segment is almost like a cliff being created. So yeah, that's how the piece begins. I'm a very visual person, and before I write any notes down or before I I hear any sound, I always see images first. I see images as different shapes, different colors. They are always floating around. It's not like anything solid. Now the shapes are not a tree or something more from the nature world. It's more bizarre images. So in that sense, something more abstract. I see something vague, and then clearly, more clear, I see them as the details, and as what color it might be, and as how the shape evolves. So the image itself is changing. And then I hear sounds according to what I see. And I try to use music, use sound to create what I see. So the good thing about writing for orchestra is you have so many sound resources. You have different instruments, you have different combination of instruments. So in that sense, I am very happy to, it's like a fish in a big pond, and just swimming around and creating whatever I dare to imagine. The piece I'm writing for Oberlin is called The Hanging Cliffs, and I thought of this title, well, first of all, it's a West Coast tour, so what landscape could we think about West Coast? And that is the Rocky Mountain is one thing I could think of, and also a lot of cliffs. But more to it is more about a dreamscape, and one of my favorite trend in the modernist era is surrealism. Now, music and visual always come side by side to me. If I'm not a composer, I might become a painter or something. So the thing about surrealism is the image is very clear, although the imagination is very wild. So I thought of this idea of hanging cliffs actually happened in a dream where the cliffs not just stays there, obviously, but also they moved, you see. It's like looking at an object from all different angles. And in this case, not just the cliffs moved themselves, but also as the viewer, I moved. And also, I have this image of this lights come from nowhere and creating a lot of shadows of the cliffs, and the shadow itself becomes a second underlayer of the cliffs. So they are interacting with each other. And also I like the layers, because of, first of all, cliffs are not created by people. They're created by the nature. So in this case, sometimes this part is this shape, that part is that shape. So they create a lot of variety for my creativity. And then I was envisioning this orchestra on the stage. So they are creating a soundscape. Now for me, that is my my canvas, where I paint. So I want to use the orchestra sound to create the cliffs and how they evolve with one another. So in a way, they're hanging because sounds does not exist as objects like this. If you stop the music and everything disappears. Oberlin is a place doesn't just educate you and then say bye-bye. They keep track with you and keep in touch with you. This commission means a lot to me, not just because it's an orchestra commission and will be premiered in the Disney Hall, but also it came from Oberlin. I would put everything aside and just to make sure this commission is done well, because it means a lot to me. I'm an Obi, how could I not be excited?